Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In 2001, when I was under the tutelage of Ambassador Hank Crumpton and we were prosecuting the war in Afghanistan, the CIA, the Counterterrorism Center and Special Operations Division kind of was the innovator in the use of drones in operations, right? You know, we had an Air Force bird, Army ordnance under the operational control of the CIA. Something like that had never happened. And almost 15 years ago, when we were doing that, I never would have thought that I'd be sitting somewhere talking about using UAVs to monitor, herds of cattle in West Texas, or having fine chocolate or bubbly delivered to Mr. Conley's neighbor. So this is an exciting time, but one of my concerns is, one of the things that's made this country great is we're always on the edge of innovation. We have the greatest entrepreneurs in the world, and my question is to Mr. Wynn. In the development of this technology, is the U.S. leading on this, or do we have other competitors? Are there other countries that are beating us?
Well, it's a great question, sir, and thank you for your service. I would say simply that this is a global phenomenon. UAS are really being taken up at very rapid pace around the world for a variety of different reasons, and ultimately we want global harmonization of the regulations so that there's safe and responsible flight everywhere. I would say that we have the potential to continue to lead in aviation innovation in this country. I think we're on the right path to getting back to that. I think there has been a little bit of a culture clash from the technology world into the aviation world. I'm an aviator myself, as are some of the other panelists, and we appreciate the fact that that this is a different type of approach to aviation. But there's a lot of sky up there that can be used efficiently for an awful lot of things, and a lot of lives, frankly, that can be saved doing things that are very dangerous today that don't need to be done by humans. So we call that enhancing human potential.
Right. So my next question is to Mr. Meisner. The possibility, when I came up to D.C. from Texas this week, I forgot my running shoes. And, the idea of possibly, having those delivered by Amazon UAV, within a couple of hours is pretty interesting. But you've heard a lot of these privacy concerns that we've talked about here, and they're valid. And this is going to continue to be an issue. How are y'all? I think one of the things y'all leading in this area in commercial development. How are you planning to gain the trust of the American people?
Thank you, Mr. Hurd. It's a core question about this service for anyone who is responsibly pursuing a commercial activity here. We have to engender trust, and the trust on privacy matters that we've garnered over the past 20 years has been a result of our focus on consumer information privacy, and we will continue that when it comes to Amazon Prime Air. We're strongly supportive of the NTIA process, and we're going to be participating in that and hopefully developing solid, serious best practices for an entire industry.
I appreciate that, and Mr. Kowalowski, the question to you is, on the UAS traffic management system that y'all are working on, what are kind of the main challenges y'all have left that are the barriers to deployment of the system?
So many of the same concerns that have been brought up by other panelists are things that we need to address in a technological fashion. These are very complex software systems where you've got coordinated interaction among the aircraft, being able to verify and validate that they are safely providing that safe separation is a critical challenge. Ensuring safe operations for all UAS, but also other general aviation aircraft in that airspace is and also a technical challenge we need to step up to, certainly beyond line of sight. And another key element that was again brought up by the panel is the challenge of the first and last 50 feet of flight. In particular, the last 50 feet, if you will, with the interaction, or potential interaction with property and people. the elements of the control, of the management of that safely in an environment that can be unpredictable is a major element of work that we're trying to develop, technology solutions around and procedural solutions around.
Thank you.